Thank you, delegates, for attending our presentation. So our presentation is in the form of a PowerPoint. We've recorded our presentations because we had concerns about connectivity issues, especially with our students who are part of the presentation. And in most of the areas that they are living, there is a difficulty with network issues. So as such, we've put it on a PowerPoint, and you would be able to hear us speaking there as well. But I do want to apologize in advance for one speaker. Technology had failed us on that one, and it's not audible. However, whatever she is saying is written on the side, so I think you would still be able to follow there. So without much delay, I'm going to project our presentation. Thank you. Good afternoon, delegates. By definition, the word champion reflects several words such as warrior, advocate, support, battle for the rights and honor of others, and I could go on with the list of other affirmative words. These words are synonymous with the definition of a child and youth care worker. Prior to the global COVID-19 pandemic and during the acceleration of the pandemic, child and youth care workers in South Africa and beyond have found themselves championing ahead and fighting against all odds to ensure the continuous care and attention is given to the holistic well-being of young people. This challenging yet gratifying cause of a child and youth care worker requires that child and youth care workers themselves are providing undisrupted and enduring care and attention to their own holistic well-being. As such, we believe that the Circle of Courage model, a model proposed in 1990 by Martin Brokenleg, Stephen Bokken, and Larry Brentrow, is a valuable model which child and youth care workers could use to mend and maintain their own circles of courage to be whole and healed. I am now going to introduce you to the next presenter, Bongumusa Nkosi, who is a 4th-year student in the Child and Youth Care program at the Durban University of Technology.
Good day to all. The philosophical underpinning of the Circle of Courage is based on the premise that young people have 4 needs that need to be met in order for them to grow and to strive. Namely, those needs are belonging, mastery, independence, and generosity. Children and youth that come into contact with the child and youth care system have broken cycles, signifying that some, if not all, of these needs have not been met. The Circle of Courage is a model of positive youth development that assists child and youth care workers to mend the broken cycles of young people through meeting their developmental goals and needs. While this forms the basis of reclaiming work for children and youth, child and youth care workers need to build and maintain their own circle of courage in order to feel whole. The notion here is that child and youth care workers with the broken circle of courage may not be able to efficiently and effectively mend the circle of courage of vulnerable children in their care. As such, child and youth care workers need to constantly reflect on where the developmental needs exist in their circle, while recognizing and preserving those experiences that nurture each need of the model. This presentation will depict the specific needs of components of models and furthermore suggest ways in which child and youth care workers can set out to achieve their own developmental goal and nurture their circle of courage. Additionally, the use of circle of courage as a supervision model will also be encouraged. I will now hand over to my fellow peers who will then furthermore explain the elements of child and youth care workers' circle of courage.
Good day. My name is Khululiwe Dumakude and I am a 3rd-year student in Child and Youth Care program at DUT. I am going to present the components of belonging and mastery. Belonging. Abraham Maslow's theory of human needs suggests that a sense of belonging must be attained before self-esteem. This provides the motivation that child and youth care workers who feel valued, cared, and part of a team will encounter a sense of love, trust, and respect towards their job. Mastery. Humans have an innate drive to master their environments, and one must strive for mastery to build feelings of confidence and competence. When child and youth care workers achieve success, the desire to achieve more is strengthened, equipping them with valuable skills to work effectively in a team and with young people. My fellow peer, Nkosingiphile Khumalo, will now take over for the two remaining components of the cycle of courage. I thank you.
Good day. I am Nkosingiphile Khumalo and I am a third-year student in the Child and Youth Care program at DUT. I will be presenting the components of independence and generosity. The attainment of independence is designed to teach inner discipline. Child and youth care workers who are independent are encouraged to make decisions, solve problems, and show responsibility. This enables the child and youth care worker to be more confident and purposeful in what they do. Generosity. The caring profession teaches one to be unselfish and generous to improve the lives of others. Child and youth care workers who gain the sense of generosity create proof that we have the power to make a positive contribution in another human life while sharing and empowering fellow colleagues to do so. We are now going to present a video which shows child and youth care workers maintain their circle of courage. Thank you.
Jerusalema, ikhaya lami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Jerusalema, ikhaya lami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze, zuhambe nami. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze, zuhambe nami. Jerusalema, ikhaya lami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Jerusalema, ikhaya lami, ilondoloze.
Fellow South Africans and international delegates, these have been unprecedented times To minimize the transmission of low morale, unhappy child and youth care workers, ineffective service delivery, and unsatisfied children, youth, and families, we recommended the following. In belonging, child and youth care centers and managers give positive encouragement, recognize individuality and creative talents, take time to care and ask about individual personal needs, wants, and desires of child and youth care workers. Child and youth care workers care and support each other, take an interest in each other's personal and professional development, ask each other, how are you, how was the day, how are you feeling today, and how is your family. In mastery, child and youth care centers and managers make sure each child and youth care worker experiences success in something. Help child and youth care workers to set realistic goals. Child and youth care workers take on challenging tasks, learn new skills, and go out of their comfort zone. Independence. Child and youth care centers and managers give choices to child and youth care workers, continuously involve child and youth care workers in decision making, trust that they can make decisions on their own. Child and youth care workers, exercise your independence, speak up, trust that your supervisor or manager will trust your appropriate decisions and ideas. Generosity. Child and youth care centers and managers must be good listeners and good communicators. Model generous behaviors. Share in the joy and success of child and youth care workers. Celebrate their birthday successes both personally and professionally. Child and youth care workers must share your joys and sadness with your colleagues. Support each other. Help colleagues out of difficult situations. Be loyal to your work and team. We believe that these methods are sure to motivate, encourage, and reclaim child and youth care workers to continue championing ahead while feeling whole, complete, and unbroken. Thank you on behalf of our lecturer, Charlene Singh, and the Child and Youth Care student team.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Charlene, for the presentation. I do not see any questions from the delegates. Are there any questions, comments for the presenters? Thank you, Charlene, for that presentation. I mean, the circle of courage, we always apply it to the children and we forget we are also somebody else's children. And myself as a child and youth care supervisor as well, it's very important for me, for the wellness of my child and youth care workers. As we work with the children, we also shouldn't forget the people that look after the children, because they also have to be okay to be able to look after our children and give them the best, and also help them to mend their circles of courage. So I think this is a very important thing that we don't forget the child and youth care workers, as this also helps with their self-awareness. Yeah, and I also like the videos, the playfulness. We always have to play as child and youth care workers. That is why this online thing has been very difficult. I had to also go and tell my child in UK with that, okay, go to the conference now and listen. You will dance during break time, because that's how we are. We always want to dance and enjoy and bring that to our children. There are comments here as well. There was, I guess it's a well done from Dr. Precious Pell and from Lindelwa, and Nokwanda also said, this is so amazing. Jerusalem Ikaya Lami. Dr. Fatima said, thank you for the lovely presentation. Yashna said, lovely presentation, guys. Nokwanda said, amazing work. I was actually dancing. I'm sure everybody just wanted to get up and dance at that point in time. Nokwanda also says, applying the circle of courage to child and UK workers themselves is amazing. Indeed, it is, Nokwanda. Very much amazing. I'm glad to see my lecturers, Dr. Fatima here, and Dr. Precious Pearl. I don't know if she remembers me. Yeah, I was one of her students when I was in first year, many, many years ago. So I wonder how old you guys feel. Okay. Let's just see if there are any other comments that are coming through. We'll give it a few minutes. I don't know, Charlene, if you want to say anything else. Are any of your students online as well?
Not sure, Ropa. I should hope they are, and if they would like to say anything as well, even those who are part of the presentation, that would be lovely.
Yeah.
Ropa, also thank you so much for your feedback as well. It's really quite encouraging, even with the comments that we got. So thank you very much for that.
Yeah, the comments are very encouraging. But yeah, I think, you know, it's always refreshing to get something that's very relevant to us. I think in the other presentation where Miriam was speaking with, I think it was Nokwanda, you know, and they spoke about child and UK, and they said we should be writing things for ourselves. So and they did a presentation where they spoke to child and UK workers themselves. So if it's about us as well, we need to take care of ourselves. That's very, very important. We can't be champions for other people if we don't take care of ourselves first. Yeah, and Dr. Fatima said, yeah, she feels very old. Yeah, any of the students, maybe they can, if they're not live, they can comment in the comment section so we can acknowledge them as well. We'll just give them a minute. But okay, I guess there are no more comments coming in. So we can say we've come to the end of our session. Thank you so much, Charlene, and your hardworking students. And I think we'll be moving to the other plenary session now, the last plenary session for the day. Thank you so much,
Ropa.
the delegates. Moeti, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, said it is very encouraging to see the involvement of students at conference presentations and in research. Indeed, it is. Indeed, it is. I am also a former student. I have to keep bringing that out. I am also a former student of TUT. Yeah, so, okay, thank you so much, everybody. Yeah, there is a part where you can give your session feedback if you so wish. If you go down under the speakers, you can also give feedback there for the session. Recordings will be available online on the website, I should believe. Randy can correct me if she's in here, but I know that recordings will be, we've been recording this presentation, so the recording will be available for other people that want to go through it afterwards. So thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a lovely rest of the day.
Bye.
Thank you, Charlene.